r/TwoXChromosomes. Entire_sale7412 says, people need to stop acting like being an introvert is a problem. I don't know if this is the right place for this, but I don't know where else I can speak my mind freely. I'm so tired of people acting like I'm a poor little damsel in distress that needs to be saved from Saturday nights at home and Sundays of reading and studying. I hear shit like you're pretty and young, how come you're always home and don't have a lot of friends and boys lining up for you? Well, maybe because I don't want to. I don't want people approaching me. I don't want to make random friends to hang out with just for fun. I don't care about no boy hitting on me in the club. Matter of fact, I don't even care about going to the damn club. My sisters, family, even my doctor always have something to say about the fact that I'd rather have just 3 close friends and spend the weekend studying, as if I'm some sort of social reject. I hear my parents say things like I feel sorry for her, let's take her out, and it just makes me mad. I'm a full-time student. I have had my close friends for over 7 years now. I know I can go out whenever I want to, and I know that I could have a boyfriend or big groups of friends to party with if I wanted to, but nobody seems to understand that it's a choice, not a necessity. They tell me I'm wasting my youth and looks and I'm gonna regret it. People stare at me in disbelief when they ask for my egg, and I reply I never had one. Is just enjoying your time at home and being good by yourself so weird? Linkeros says, same here. Everyone seemed to go nuts when COVID hit, and I was like, nothing changed for me. Home is my happy place. It's quiet, has my stuff, my partner and our dog. I can eat what I like, drink what I like, and do what I like. Why would I want to go to some club and get hate crimed? Techie Dad says, as a 40-something introvert with ASD, I had a similar reaction when COVID hit. We were told, avoid crowds of people and stay at home. I thought I've been training for this my whole life. Fuss Rodar says, right. It was wild for me seeing all these people for whom please stay at home was a horrific struggle. LMAO. Tuniversity says, you know what you want, and that's a very good thing. When I was younger I spent so much time arranging events I didn't want to go to with people I didn't want to talk to, because I believed that's what I should be doing. I used to drink because it was the only way to get through social activities. I don't do any of that anymore, and I'm getting better at having alone time. But people still think being an extrovert is the norm, and many think being alone is some kind of punishment. Throwaway 835,179 says, introverted people make out the slight majority of the population. Actually, there were several studies with published papers. They're the top searches if you Google it. The thing is that us introverts are less noticeable because we stay indoors more often, we are quiet more often, we have less friends and less presence, etc. It's really interesting. Fuss Rodar says, I feel this so much. I'm sick to death of it. I'm happiest by myself in my apartment with my music and books and being able to control my environment. To make it worse, people can completely misinterpret my desire for alone time. I didn't want to go to my company's holiday party because it's all drinking and dancing, which I hate, and a coworker said to me, oh, you think you're too good to hang out with us, in a joking way, but it was maddening. I hate that I, as a 26-year-old human, am criticized and judged for how I choose to spend my free time. Entire_sale7412 says, OMG, this my ex-high school classmates, I'm 20 now, still call me stuck up or rude cause I never wanted to hang out with them. I tried to a couple of times. It was all just alcohol, loud music, the boys catcalling women passing by and the girls gossiping, which is fine, catcalling aside, ooh, but it's not my cup of tea and I would just sit there fake smiling, super uncomfortable. Fuss Rodar says, exactly. And it sucks, because I'm not stuck up at all. I'm really shy and self-conscious and things like parties are just not fun for me. I hate that some people interpret that as me being rude. But I guess I can't control their minds. Skbear84 says, some people have no idea how amazing it is being an introvert. I like extroverts fine, but if they act judgy and superior I just really think they are being ridiculous. If you have time, read a book by Susan Cain called Quiet, The Power of Introverts in a World That Can't Stop Talking. r/TwoXChromosomes. We all daffish says, man snapping pictures of woman's behind. My mom and I are at Crazy Eric's waiting for our order to be called, and we see a man blatantly snapping pictures of a woman's behind. My mom got out of the car and very loudly, while pointing like a FKN mad woman said, excuse me, that man is taking pictures of your behind. Soon as he saw my mom pointing at him, and every face at the burger shop now looking at him, he pulled out of the parking lot. People just want burgers. Not to worry about creeps. Though shout out to my mom for handling things like a G despite being stoned off her ass. Twerk_on_, that underscore shark says, tell your mom that I love her. Promotion away 9840 says, your mom is a frick in real one. Feral bottle off Mount Dew says, your mom's a rock star. I hope you follow in her rock star footsteps. Tarantula Alpha says, haha, your mom is badass. I'm at the point where I'd feel comfortable doing the same. I'd probably start loudly taunting but picture taker. Lee_1111 says, your mom is legit awesome. Toast_points says, that's badass of your mom. Also, my hometown has a burger place called Crazy Eric's. I wonder if it's the same place, but I won't say in case it is, and you don't want me putting that out there. r/TwoXChromosomes. Underscore says, always use a condom. Penises can carry and transmit, but cannot be tested for HPV. An unwrapped penis going into your vagina can cause cancer. Penises can carry and transmit HPV, the virus that can cause cervical cancer, but penises cannot be tested for HPV. Protein style underscore says, penises with condoms can still transmit HSV. The things no one teaches us. Columbia 1983 says, and get the HPV vaccine too. Now recommended up until age 45. User 546,789,123 says, HPV can transmit even with a condom. Still should use condoms, but honestly for HPV, most important thing is regular pap smears and getting the HPV vaccine. Lots of people have HPV. Usually it's no big deal, but pap smears are what will prevent high-risk HPV from turning into anything bad if you happen to catch high-risk HPV and your body doesn't fight it off. Zelaucity_ask6853 says, not to mention the myriad of other sexually transmitted diseases floating around out there. Flamingo8 says, yep, I learned the hard way on this one. Even if you do have one on. r/TwoXChromosomes. Architect_mediocre says, desexualization of breasts after pregnancy and breastfeeding. So I recently delivered is actively breastfeeding. We are scared to use breasts during foreplay. It feels like an asexual part now. Breast play was our favorite. How and when will this change postpartum? Callisti says, your breasts belong to you, not your baby. If you want to make them multi-purpose, you have every right to. With anyone other than your partner, they are asexual. With your partner, when you are being intimate, they are very sexual. Sounds like a lovely special thing to share to me. Blue Tin Foil Hood says, that is like saying you will no longer have vaginal intercourse, since vaginas are for childbirth. Do whatever is pleasurable and comfortable and safe. Lenta says, I'm sure the answer is probably, it's different for everyone. Not sure how old your baby is, but your body has gone through something incredible and your life has just changed in massive ways, so it's okay to take some time to adjust to the new normal for sex. I'm still breastfeeding my 18-month-old. For me, body parts can be sexual or non-sexual depending on the context. It is very different when my husband is sucking my breast compared to my child, because it's a completely different context. I was fairly flat-chested before getting pregnant, and I had inverted nipples. Since pregnancy and breastfeeding my breasts are bigger, one of my nipples has been drawn out, and I'd say they are now much less sensitive, so I can tolerate much more nipple play before feeling overstimulated compared to before. So for us, it's actually improved the experience. Breastfeeding and pregnancy has also helped me to feel more feminine and womanly, as I have struggled for various reasons with this since teenage years, and that has helped me feel extra sexy and sensual. Jason Tahani says, for me, I wasn't into it until after I was done breastfeeding. It felt so icky. Luckily, as soon as I stopped nursing, they were even better than before. Accessible Beige says, mine felt extremely utilitarian while I was BF/pumping, and that lasted for about as long as I was lactating. Although it took me a little while to get comfortable with them again, since they don't look or feel like they did before babies, any aversion to them being touched is long gone. That's all for this video. Was it good? I know not, for I'm a robot. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. This video is the product of an automated process.